Hey, it's Ben Wise from ZOAR Fitness, and today I'm going to go over the ZOAR Oli warm-up, specifically the snatch warm-up. So each of the warm-ups are 4 parts. Part 1 is 5 minutes, easy cyclical work, preferably on an erg. So it could be assault bike, rower, ski erg, air runner, any erg that you have is going to be perfectly fine. And the idea here is that it is not intense. It's supposed to be really easy, zone 0 heart rate, so less than 60% of your max heart rate. 5 minutes, you should be able to sustain nasal breathing really easily. The idea is that you are just raising your body temperature, you're lubricating your joints, you're just getting your body ready to get mobile and then to get really strong and stiff and ready to go and be able to express high levels of strength. If you go too hard on this just easy cyclical part, if you don't make it easy, then it's going to affect your strength work later on, and that's not the idea at all. It's just to get warm. So think of it as movement, not as like cardio. Part 2, so that was 5 minutes easy on an erg. Part 2 then, we're actually moving to our barbell. So it is going to be 3 rounds of 10 and 10, 2 different movements. First one is a boot strapper, and I like holding onto the bar. So you'll just reach down, grab the bar, you're going to pull your butt down into a squat. I'm pulling my chest up, so it's the most perfect squat that I can make it because I'm assisting myself with the bar. And then I'm going to go into a hinge, so it's a really deep hamstring stretch. I'm trying to keep my back as flat as I can. I'm just going to move between these two at my own speed. If I'm really tight in one of these, I'm going to hang out here for a little longer. If I'm loose, and this is round 3, I'm probably going to move through these relatively quickly. So once I get through 10 of those, I'm going to go to a PVC, a dowel, whatever you have available to you. A broomstick will work great. You're just going to do 10 dislocates. So again, just getting the shoulder mobility ready to go. If you do not have a PVC, the band will work great. So just holding it a little wide, going through, that'll work great. Again, 10 and 10, 3 rounds of that. Then I'm going to move to my barbell work, so this is part 3. Once again, it'll be 3 rounds. Now it's going to be 5 of each movement. So I'm going to start off with a Snatch Grip RDL. So it is not a snatch pull. I'm making up all the ground from my hip. My knees have a soft bend the whole time. I'm really thinking about just hinging there. Then I'm going to go into a hip contact high pull, again for 5 reps. So I'm going to let the bar come away from me like I normally would not in a snatch. And then I'm going to think about activating my lats, pulling it into me, and as soon as I contact, I'm going to lift up and also pop with my hips. Once I do 5 of those, we'll go up to the back rack and then we're going to do a stage Sotts press. So basically, it's a series of presses from the back rack. So first one will be standing. Rep 2 of 5 will be from a quarter squat, then the full squat, quarter squat again, and then standing. And then once again, I'll be back through this whole sequence, 5 reps of each, 3 rounds, just like the other one. So if you have a hard time with the stage Sotts press, it demands a lot of mobility. Feel free to take some extra mobility work after part 2 if you need to. And then also you can do things like putting your heels on plates, wearing your lifters, or just stay in like a quarter squat and don't go to the full squat. Any of those will work great. Hopefully, as you do this more and more, that develops over time. And then lastly, part 4, we're going to throw light weights on the bar. I would say, hopefully something that's a full size, where even if it's a 10-pound plate like I have, the full size of it allows me to actually know where the ground or the floor is typically going to be when I actually go to lift. I would say not more than like 25 pounds per side, even if you're a really strong person. So, and then here, we're just going to go through, once again, 3 rounds, and it's going to be a 3-position snatch, where I catch in a power snatch, and then I'm going to ride out into a full snatch, or like kind of like an overhead squat. So I'll show you what I mean. First from the high hang, catch in the power, ride out into the squat. then it'll be down to the hang. And then all the way to the floor, staying in a really good position. Same thing. I'll rest as I need to and repeat 2 more times for 3 total sets. And then I'm gonna go on to my Metcon or strength piece or whatever I have planned for the day. So there you go, 4 parts. In the last 3 is 3 rounds each part. As always, let me know if you got any questions.